Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wonders of Wings, our nicheling prequel tribe, where we actually have a young founding group setting off to wander across the lands in search of the genes that we need for our Birds of Paradise challenge. So we are returning with Bubbles, the new wandering female who we have just discovered along the beaches, showing how you can actually blow bubbles by being underwater, and that was not my plans for her. You would think her head is above water enough, but apparently she is drowning, and I don't think that she is very much impressed Echoes with her swimming skills. So we're gonna actually bring her over to a healing plant that I happen to know of, right over here. And we will go ahead and have Echoes grab some food and join her in just a moment. But he is our youngest male of our second generation, or our oldest male, pardon me, of our second generation, and he is part of the tribe who is searching out the wings. Where we left off last time is with our two founders, Akka and Kita, having a bunch of children under this beautiful tree with abundant food, and they are teaching their children about the mythology of the golden feather that they found in their tribe when they were younger. So a long time ago, a wonderful winged creature that was not like the deadly blue birds that fly overhead, far more majestic, almost like a nicheling in the sky with beautiful golden and red wings, flew over their tribe and dropped a golden feather. And it inspired these two young adventurous nichelings to set off together in search of those wings. And with their passionate storytelling and their adamant excitement, they have encouraged their children to also have a fascination for searching out those winged creatures. And when we first arrived here yesterday, you guys, it was so cool because the first thing that happened was a big blue bird showed up over our head. And while that may be a predatory bird that we didn't want to mess with, it was a sign to Akka and to her, to Akka and to his mate Kita, that they are on the right track. Where there's feathers, they might find the mysterious winged creature that they saw so long ago. So they're hoping their children will inherit that journey too. And that basically means we're going to be traveling, searching for wanderers, and then working very, very hard to unlock the genes, which is not easy, actually. Because we need to unlock Peacock Tail by finding a tree stump, which is not on this island. We need to find a tree stump where we can perform calls to attract wild animals. And then we also need to unlock the wing gene, which first we have to find somebody with a wing, and then we have to fly 40 times, and we have to fly and attack prey 15 times. So that's going to be really tricky to be able to get into our tribe too. And we're also trying to unlock the bird beak by performing fly 50 times. So once all those genes are unlocked, then I will share the save file, we will start our Birds of Paradise challenge, and we'll see if we can make a fun challenge out of some of the ideas I have for that. But alright, let's go ahead and continue moving on. Now that the nest has begun to deteriorate, I feel like Kita feels that she has had enough children for the moment, and soon it will be time to move along. But where on earth has her eldest son gone? Not to mention her mate. And Akka, I'm gonna have him... Let's see. Yes. Okay. He is a very good fisher, actually. I'm quite impressed with how many fish he is able to pluck out. And their daughter, Basia, has just discovered that nuts are delicious with her cracker jaw, which nobody else has. So I think that would definitely surprise Kita a little bit, that her daughter enjoys being able to nibble those nuts that no one has had before. And little Toonri is just a baby, and he's gonna wander around. He's in a danger zone. Oh dear. There we go. But Basia can go ahead and collect up some nuts. There we are. All right. Now let's see if I can... I'm sorry, Bubbles. I did not mean to damage you. Hopefully, yeah, that healed her up just a teensy bit. So we'll have her go ahead. And now that she has eaten the healing plant, she can say, okay, now watch this, and dive deep into the water. I don't think the bubbles last very long. Ah, yes, but there's another spot where she can eat that and heal up. So maybe this has been a reoccurring theme in her life of diving into water, almost dying, and then diving around until she can find these bubble plants to eat from. So I think that would actually majorly impress Echoes. Alright, so Echoes is very impressed by what she's up to. Meanwhile, Toonri is going to help gather up some of the grass. We have an invasion of crabbits showing up. Let's see. And then we'll have Akka. Let's see. Oh, and Akka found some fish. No, Akka, don't you dare drown on me. Oh my gosh, we really do have a Krabbit invasion. And Akka found some fish, so I think he would try to call his family to come join him. So we'll go ahead. Keitha will gather the last of the berries that she can, and then we'll have everybody move over. There's more Krabbit invasions to join Akka in just a moment. All right, so one last. I don't think Keitha could help herself. Like one last berry. Oh, and she got some meat. Sweet. All right, and Tunri will go ahead and follow his mom to see what's going on. And Basi will want to gather up a few nuts before she jumps over to join her family as well. And Akka will... Oh, he found more fish! He is just a fantastic fisher. Alright, and meanwhile down here, Bubble... There we go. She has regained some of her health yet again. And Bubble is just like wandering around down here, sort of showing off what she can do, which I think would definitely impress Echoes, but since he cannot get into the water, he's going to start kind of keeping an eye to see if Bubbles is going to dive out kind of like a dolphin, which they wouldn't know about, but still, and join his family. So let's see, and Akka can come up here. There we go. All right. Oh no! This is a no good situation. Oh no you don't, Basia. Oh my gosh, Akka, you only have a little bit longer to live. We cannot play this game, Akka. Oh my gosh. Okay, Basia, go ahead and deliver a couple strong attacks. Akka, I don't think we can do this because he's only, well, he's got 4 attack. He's got 4 attack. Okay, and actually his mate has a lot of attack. Keitha, she would defend her child too. And now they feast. Dun dun dun. And meanwhile, little Tunri runs down, and now the tribe finally has a taste for meat, I suppose. Well, that was a lot more dramatic than I was expecting. And now Echoes can like run over here to make sure his family is okay. And we'll have him run ahead, because for just a moment he will probably have oh, watch out for the coconut tree. He'll probably have forgotten about Bubble and her silliness, but she'll continue to try to heal up and kind of surprise the tribe by popping out of the water all of a sudden. And maybe she'll unlock some of our swimming genes while we're at it, so that might be helpful. All right, come along, Bubble. Did you just get a leech? You did. Okay, we'll have to get her out of the water soon, but at least she can't get more leeches. All right, so she's working her way out of the water. And let's see. Tunri, where's your dad? Akka. Oh, Akka is on his last day of life. I think he is worn out from the battle. And Keitha, I feel like Keitha isn't quite ready to let her mate go. So they'll have one last child if they can. There's not enough nesting material. Quickly, children. Quickly, come Tunri. You're really good at gathering nesting material. Good job. All right. And they will have one last child and beseech their children to continue their adventures and their journey and hopefully find what lies beyond this island and search out for the wings. And I think that Basia would definitely take this lesson very deeply and kind of feel a little distraught. I did not expect to lose them so soon. We'll just leave Akka right next to him. And then over here we've got Echoes, who has discovered some berries that smell odd. And apparently he's gonna have a mate in Bubbles. Leech covered, half drowned Bubbles pretty soon here. Oh gosh, I feel so sad about this. Basia, B&D immunity. We'll have to find Basia a mate in just a little bit too. Somebody's, oh, it's Bubbles who's hurt. And the heavens rain down now that we have lost our founding male and left behind his young son, who I feel we need to give a pretty strong name. He also has Crackerjaw, A and C immunity, which means he's not a good mate for Bubbles. We need to find more nichelings soon. But he was a very brave, I believe Akka died, we're gonna say from exhaustion of that battle, defending his children. So we want to give him a very brave name, his child a very brave name, that is. So let me see. Let's go with, let's go ahead and we are going to name his son Zaya, which apparently means protector of the young, from the person who has created that name. Thank you very much, my friend. I love it when people give like little meanings that they assign to the names. So Zaya is going to be here, and he is itty bitty, teeny tiny, Kita is now low on life and energy, but she is hoping that her children, especially Basia, will watch over this new little one. And Tunri, I think, is growing a little concerned about finding food, so we'll have him just kind of search around here. And the Krabbits have come to attend the birth of Zaya, which is slightly concerning if you ask me. And Basia, we won't let her go very far. Yeah, she can't really reach anything in there. What is that, and why is it floating in the air? Oh dear. I don't trust it. Echoes, we probably want to get out of the water, okay? Or, like, we probably want to get away from this. But now Bubbles has just popped up. Echoes would come over to be quite impressed at whatever the heck she was doing. And I think we'll go ahead and just let Bubbles kind of say that she's fallen in love with Echoes. She has now shown off her abilities. She has swum about the sea a little bit. She has nibbled on some of the healing berries. And she has a ridiculous, silly personality that gets herself in a lot of trouble half drowning herself. But there's something weirdly endearing about it. And also apparently her derp snout makes her a distasteful appearance. Oh dear. Alright, well we'll go ahead and we will let them breed. And Bubble, if I wanted you to pass something on... Well, distasteful appearance actually helps when we would have the Berina close in, so I'm not really brokenhearted about that, but I would want her to pass on normal eyesight. And Echoes, can I pass on Claw? No, it's going to be a long time before I can pass on Claw, so we won't worry about that. Alright, and then Bubble, is there anything else? I don't think I can pass on... Wow, that was really amazing. She has terrible fertility, but apparently... she was able to, like, have a baby first go, so that was pretty awesome, actually. I kind of want her to pass on a cosmetic trait, since I don't really have anything else we can use. Like, maybe small pattern, maybe a pattern? Like, the mask? Or maybe, like, well, you know, her silly bubbly self reminds me of Dots! So let's go with Dots, just in case she can pass on something interesting. And what would she pass on anyway? Who knows? It would be some sort of something. It would be a white pattern. Okay, so they both would pass on white pattern. But alright, now we must leave Basia watching over her younger brother, as it is. Can she reach anything? Unfortunately, she cannot. It is sadly the final moments of our beloved Kita. And our two adventuring nichelings did not make it very far from the starting point, but hopefully their children will be able to continue finding the wonders of wings. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my goodness. Why are there so many of these weird things floating on the tree? I don't know. We'll worry about that later. But alright, we now have little Zaya, and I believe... Oh, it's so dark, I can't see a thing. But I think the nichelings might want to, being warned by Bubbles how dangerous the coconuts can be. She was hit on the head as a young child by a coconut, and things just haven't quite seemed the same since then. They're actually going to swing this way and we'll go up and around, just so we can gather up more resources, because I'm very low on grass while we're at it. And that's actually what Tunri is very, very good at. Oh, and there's a healing plant over here! Fantastic! Alright, so we're actually going to move around the beach. So I think that Basia would bring her little brother down here and have Echoes kind of, well, yeah, Basia will, I want her to kind of swim in case she can grab something, but she really does need to watch her brother. So we'll send her down here, and then Echoes will come over here, and then, no! That was a terrible accident. I have no explanation for why that happened. Oh no. Oh no. That was awful. I was trying to have them both attack the rabbit. Oh my gosh. Maybe he was still feeling a little bit intoxicated from his whirlwind romance with Bubbles. That's my only explanation. But we'll let Bubbles come up in here, because waste not, want not on Nest, I suppose. And we're gonna say Basia, that's an incident that kind of, they both were a little flummoxed. Perhaps there's something about those bubble berries, which is what I'm going to call the underwater berry bushes from now on, that kind of can make a nicheling's best, logical mind slip away. But that is, oh my, that's a thing, alright, that happened. Bubbles, I'm gonna pin it on you, my dear, as you sit surrounded by bones on the nest, that those bubble berries can do something to a nicheling. But all right, let's see what happens. Bubbles! Whoa! Okay, guys, we're back to the really interesting children. Let me go ahead and pull up these names yet again. I actually want to name this little guy with his underwater breathing ability. We're going the opposite direction of birds here. But I'm going to name this guy Zenith because I think that that is a really cool name for him. Wow. Wow, Bubbles, you have cool babies who can't see a thing. Oh my gosh, what's the point of having really good swimming ability if you can't see? Well, at least little Zenith has come to join us, which is a good thing. But all right, let's keep moving on. I can't believe this. Zaya is going to come over and learn how to nibble nuts, and his sister Basia is going to just suddenly have this appetite that she can't quite explain, but it is pretty serious, and so everyone will start collecting nesting material because it seems Basia is also going to have a baby. And then we'll actually have Bubble. Let's see. She has 6 days left. I want her to dive up to that healing plant, so I think we'll have Echoes go ahead and proclaim his love for Bubble. There we go. Because of his awe of his firstborn child. Maybe his memories of the fact Basia is also pregnant with his child are kind of muddled. And then Bubble will come over here and snack on this healing fruit because she just happens to know that that's what she needs to do. I cannot believe this is happening. What a mess. The bones of Akka have now disappeared. All right, and let's keep moving. Toonri, bless you, he's actually getting stuff done in this tribe! Rogue male! How ironic, all of our females are currently pregnant. Does he have any of the genes we're going for? He does not, and I don't think that, you know what, I don't think Basia would take kindly to him. So if he gets close to her, she's gonna attack him, and she's gonna tell all of the other nichelings to do the same. But we'll go ahead and have them all gather around. Bubble, I might as well have you pop back up to the nest. There we go, if we can. Well, hey, yay! All right, now I can finally get around that crabbit. It was kind of blocking the way. All right, so now Bubble has popped in, and Echoes, I think, is particularly proud that he happens to have such an amazing child who doesn't understand what his kid can do, but at least Zenith can maybe get into the little ponds and creeks. Who knows? I'm not really making as much progress as I thought I would. Typical day in my life here, I suppose. All right, let's see what happens next. Whoa! What a cute baby! Well, sort of. He's got a lot of spots, and that's really fun. And I want to name him something exciting. Oh, Pebble! Let's name him Pebble! All right. Even though, there we go. Pebble. There. And that's what I wanted. Lots and lots of spots that will always remind me of Bubbles. And he actually has normal eyesight and F and B immunity, which is pretty helpful. And the nest is actually falling apart again. But I might need to have Basia. But I might need to have Basia actually use it because we're low on nesting material. But let's see what we can do. So let's start over here first. Toonri, my dear, you're going to kind of wander up this way and let me know what you see. And then we'll gather up some food with Zaya, because if we could actually gather a bunch more food really quickly, that would be amazing. So we're going to have Zaya kind of help out with gathering food. And we'll go ahead and have Zenith sort of jump up here. And I think that he just wants to play in the waterways, which might make, like, Bubbles is, I was going to say, might make his mother Bubbles nervous, but no, she'd be like, cool, go for it. Well, Echoes would be the one who would be kind of fretting about it. So we'll let his son just straight up into the water. And then Bubble will go ahead and we'll gather that nesting material, actually. Nice, yeah, and then we're just missing a little bit of nesting material and we can have the family continue moving on. All right. So we're not making the most progress, but hopefully we have enough of a tribe now with enough of some silly incidents that we can continue moving on, and we'll swing up around the island, see what kind of genes and misadventures we can have on our way to this port, and hopefully find a spot where we can do a bunch of mate calling and hopefully have a winged wonder approach us in the future. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.